Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Forced out to his left. Now he'll into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you. A huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves, maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Handoff comes to Chubb. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Khalil Mack able to track him down for a loss of 13. And it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Britton Colquitt now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Now the Bears are electing to call a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's Britton Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
First carry down for Jordan Howard. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Trubisky. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Khalil Mack in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Back near his goal line. Here's Mayfield. That's caught out left by Perriman. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky looking for White on the deep ball. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Khalil Mack bringing the pressure again, and that is his 3rd sack here tonight. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Khalil Mack in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. Joe Schobert coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They pitch out to Howard. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Bears on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 16. Here's Trubisky. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Larry Ogunjobi in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Now Landry. 1 minute 53 ticks left to go in this first half. More from Cleveland after this. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away. A give. This is Chubb. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Leopard. Leopard.
They go play action here on first down. Being chased out left. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. He was looking for Brashad Perriman. That'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. The Browns on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
From the gun, Mayfield. Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards that time for number 19.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So now the Browns will turn it over to their field goal unit here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping knowing that they are out in front.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Onto the field now come the Bears. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on first down. On first down, Trubisky going for the deep ball. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brian Body Calhoun. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is caught at the 20. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Tackle made by Demarius Randall.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Throw left side complete. That's Burton. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On first down, they run with Howard. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's another stop for the defense, something we've seen all game long. They have been on fire today. No matter what's called by the offense, they've had an answer for it.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he's taken down inside the 30. A Chicago first down, the former Jag Allen Robinson on the catch from Trubisky. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. The stop was made by Jannard Avery.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play action. Now Trubisky. This is caught. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Trey Burton, 27 yards. And the Bears are in for 6. Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best friend is that tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are. But that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Mayfield. Flush to his right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at about the 32. They'll begin the drive with Howard. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This is Cohen. And at the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Christian Kirksey in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now Trubisky to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 4th down. Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. Here we go on fourth down with Trubisky. Looking for White on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kevin White, 58 yards. And the Bears will extend their lead. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. On first and goal, Howard. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
He'll get it up the middle. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. They try again with Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. So now Trubisky will lead his guys to the line. They'll go for 2 here. They're going to try and run. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Here's Parkey now, set to kick it away. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Khalil Mack in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Khalil Mack in there to get him again. And that's his 6th sack of the ball game. One off the NFL record of 7. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Ready? Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Damian Ratley, 97 yards. And the Browns get a score closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point splits the uprights as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays they're going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. This is Howard on second down. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Trubisky going to take it on the sneak. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. He'll wind up getting 2 there as he does it himself and picks up the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. They go with Howard again. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Hurry, hurry.
A give to Howard. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team, as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Deion Bush with a pick. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, they needed the touchdown and the two-point conversion, but they're not going to get a shot at either. This is a great play here defensively, Brandon, and at a time that they sorely needed one. And that could be enough to help get them out of here with a victory.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Now Cohen. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Here's Trubisky. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's 2nd down.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it, but I love their aggressiveness.
And you feel like the defense, a sigh of relief, could have been back-to-back really big plays. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside the 10, that's tough trying to draw the final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a little bit of extra and you get a chance to run a couple more plays and maybe get closer and take that last shot into the end zone.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.
We want back ends. Wipe my football fans. They sleep again. We wake 'em up. Wake up, the champs is in. Yeah.